Okay, so here are a few examples from section, excuse me, 8.3, just extra examples we ran through in class, just to give you some more warm up or backup or whatever you want to call it. So the key to this is these are 45, 45, 90s, all three of these, and the rule is it's L, L, L root 2. So the legs are both L, L. The hypotenuse is L times root 2. Okay. So for number 5 or number 1, it's easy. L is 5. So the hypotenuse is L times root 2, so it's just 5 times root 2. That's it. Where it gets tricky at are problems 2 and 3. Because of number 2, the hypotenuse is L root 2. So it means 14 equals L root 2. Well, to solve for L, you have to divide by a root 2. And then we have to go to our rules for how do we divide 14 by a root 2. Well, that's where we take the top number and the bottom number and multiply them both by a root 2. Because as long as I multiply the top and bottom by the same number, I'm multiplying by a 1. And that makes this now become root 4, which is simply 2. We get 14 root 2 over 2. That reduces to 7. So 7 root 2. So that's what this side is here. 7 root 2. Okay. And then number 6, I have L. It's 11 root 2. I want L root 2. So what that means is I need to take the 11 root 2 and multiply it by a root 2. Well, that's 11 times root 2 times root 2. Well, that's 11 times root 4. 11 times root 4, that's really 11 times 2, so 22. And then that makes that x. Okay. So the 45, 45, 90s are pretty easy to kind of sort out that way. The 30, 60, 90, that requires a little bit more work. The trick for that is the side opposite the 30 is s. The side opposite the 60 is s root 3, and the hypotenuse is 2s. Okay. So all of these, this is s root 3, this is 2s. This is s root 3, this is 2s. So that's how it works for all of them. So the real key is to figure out what is s and then multiply by root 3 to get x. And in this case, we're already taking care of. This one here, find s, multiply by 2 to get hypotenuse, multiply by root 3 to get the leg. This last one here, find s, multiply it by 2 to get y. Okay, so that's basically going to be our work. Okay, so let's focus on number 4 first. So if this guy is 2s, to get to s, divide by 2 then. Well, there's y, 8 root 3. And then to get to x, it's take s and multiply by root 3. Okay. Well, root 3 times root 3 is really root 9. So I have 8 times root 9. Well, that's really 8 times 3, 24. So this guy here, x is equal to 24. Number 5. Okay, number 5. This one's the easiest to get. You know the 30 side, that's always the easiest one because you automatically have s. So to get the hypotenuse, double that. Well, 2 times 7 is 14. And then to get the leg, the 60 side, multiply that by root 3, so just 7 root 3. And then number 6, this is the trickiest of all. You have the 60 side, and it doesn't have a root 3 on there, which means we have 12 equals s times root 3. So I'm going to have to divide both sides by a root 3. Okay, so I have 12 over root 3. Now, if I needed a decimal, I could just throw in the calculator, but again, we're going back to exact answers. And so I need to multiply the top and bottom by a root 3 to make this become root 9. Well, root 9 ends up being 12 root 3 over 3. And the 12 and the 3 cancel to give me 4 root 3 for s, which means this side here is 4 root 3. Okay. And then I have to double it to get y. Well, 2 times 4 times root 3 is what that really means. Well, that's really 8 root 3. And that's going to be the y. Okay, so that's a quick run through of 6 of those real fast. Pause it, go back over them again, and if that doesn't make sense, come on in for help, and I'd be more than willing to go through it with you.